Let's drink. It's Matt Madness. You know it's Matt Madness. You know that it's let's compete. It's Matt Madness. You know it's Matt Madness. You know that it's let's drink. It's Matt Madness. You know it's Matt Madness. You know that it's madness. Matt, I love your whiskey game. Playing games in my glass. These questions are too difficult. They're so hard, they're so hard, they're so hard. You're asking rock hard questions.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Matt Madness. It's Friday night and we're ready to do a thing or two. Hopefully you're all just settling in with 17 or 18 ounces of your most favorite whiskey. I am. And tonight, it's a battle, a three-way, an epic three-way that you would watch on a hub or a tube. But tonight it's on Whiskey Tube, and we're hubbing it up. Jason from the Mash and Drum, boom, is in his house. What's going on, Jason? How are you?
What's up, Maddie? I love you, man. This is awesome. Digging the sweater vest. Nobody looks better than you in a sweater vest.
You should see how it smells. And by see, I mean smell how it smells. Because Lucky Vest never wash it, never wash it.
I can smell you through the whiskey tube like a good oak barrel, baby.
Oh, man. Tonight, Jason from the Mash and Drum flexes his ginormic muscles of whiskey tasting against another man with gigantic muscles of muscles. Trev friggin' Wilson, how are you, Bourbon Wrench?
Thanks for having me back, Matt. Dragon, it's fancy seeing you here again.
What's up, Nighthawk?
That won't fly for much longer here on this channel. And now the sleeper cell or something. The guy who's sleeping with somebody. I have no idea. Dusty friggin' Dan. How are you, Dusty Dan?
Good, guys. How are you? Nighthawk.
Oh, who wears the unbuttoned? Who wears the unbuttoned shirt better, Trev or Dusty Dan?
I mean,
Dusty Dan's got the collar. Look at that thing.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
It's whatever, man.
And Trev is as smooth as a seal. You need the chest hair to pull it off.
Ooh.
Freshly shaved, man. Come on.
Dusty Dan, I think you probably use. I picture you smelling like Brute. You know, like the green. Like the.
I do.
I like that. Trev, you smell like Axe body spray.
How did you know?
Because I smelled you before.
Oh, okay.
183 people in chat so far. Welcome in, everybody. That is... What the hell? This is bullshit. My wife just texted me and said, I didn't realize how handsome Dusty Dan is.
Oh, God.
I'm telling you.
It's that shirt, man.
It's definitely true.
That's one more compliment than I've gotten all year. How's everybody doing in chat? What y'all drinking on? Are you excited for tonight? Tonight is the last entry round of the tournament. After tonight, we'll have the quarterfinal set, and we'll be ready to move forward and rock and roll. Trev has been all over the place. I feel like I've seen more of Trev in competitions losing but also winning and moving forward more than anybody.
I don't even know how I'm here, to be honest.
I'm excited to see how you're going to manage to pull this off through which loophole, or we have to say this. You did get your samples this week.
Yes, they're confirmed samples right here. We're good to go. I'm going to actually compete this time.
Funny.
Jason, samples arrived safely.
Yeah, safe and sound. Cracked them, unwrapped them because they were wrapped like they were going to go through The Walking Dead. So it was perfect. Safe and sound, man. I love it.
I said the same thing.
Dusty, button your shirt.
I I gotta throw them. I need an advantage.
You smell like shit. Sorry. Just a jealous.
Listen, you got the wife, Dan. Now, even if you're right, he's gonna be like, "You're wrong."
I got the jealous sweats. It's all right. It's all right. I'm expecting a text from somebody any moment telling me I'm handsome. Who knows? Maybe anybody. Whatever. It's fine. Tonight we have 4 samples that were delivered to you that we are going to nose and then taste. And these 4 samples contain whiskey, and that's the name of the game. It's the Whiskey Tasting Invitational. Trev, how confident are you in this round of Matt Madness?
I haven't been nervous at all. I've only peed 37 times in the past hour. It might just be a kidney infection, but no nerves.
Or amphetamines. Those will do it too.
That I wasn't going to say it.
Dusty Dan, how confident are you that you're going to steal my wife?
Pretty confident, man.
Nice. Bourbon Bites just sent me a message. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice one. So, Bourbon Bites called me handsome, so suck on that.
You are pretty
and Jayla. So there. Boom, boom, bang. Now I feel better. Now I feel so good. Jason, you don't even have to button down your shirt. You're just wearing a V-neck. Friggin' New York V-neck.
That's
just
right.
Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. I was a
confident level?
Confidence level is pretty. I'm actually pretty laid back, especially seeing how the first bunch of rounds went. So we'll see how it goes. I wrote a rap song this morning, kind of like Eminem, and his palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti.
Don't just stop.
So yeah, I'm on stage now and I'm ready. So let's do this.
You didn't stop when It's fine. That's all right. I put a poll up asking the viewers who they thought would win this evening. It's pinned at the top of the chat. So far, it is very close. Mash and Drum, 45%. Trev Bourbon Wrench, 31%. Dusty Dan coming in at nearly 23%. But we're only separated by 8 votes. So no, there's not a lot of people voting in chat because why would they? They want to keep their guesses close to their hip or whatever, however you say it. I don't know. I feel like we should just get started. Please pour glass A and don't smell it. Otherwise, I'll just get so fired up.
We are saving some of this, right, Matt?
You pour the whole thing if you want. Yeah. Pour the whole thing, nose it, and then you'll be tasting it in the second round. I feel like Dusty hasn't even watched a single one.
I don't know if you've changed anything up here.
No, I wouldn't do that.
So we can start nosing it, Maddie?
Not until I tell you to.
Okay, all right, got it.
It's like Jason hasn't watched a single one. I wouldn't blame him. It's a bunch of shit shows.
You're acting like this is the first time you guys are competing on his show.
Well, because like I've watched them, but I kind of like fast forward to see the results and what people are picking out.
Definitely don't blame you.
Somebody said Dusty Dan is now Dusty Diggler. That's right.
Nice.
Oh, Dusty Diggler.
Heck yeah. All right. 265 people in chat, ready to see who's going to move on. I'm excited for this round. This is going to be a good one. By the way, you guys can drink whatever you want throughout. You just not the samples that I provided, but if you guys want to drink other stuff, feel free to get slammered or just do what you do. It's just the way we roll around here. Feel free to drink 30 Budweisers, Trev, if you want.
Look, that was the old me. This is the new me.
I feel like you're about to roll into an Eminem song right there. But you weren't.
That was the start of it. I just decided to write it.
Whew, I got a 15-year-old Dickel in my mouth. Wow. Dan L says, just think of the wrestler friend that came with Matt Raywalt to Bardstown while you're doing the stream. You know why. Oh, yeah, we've talked about it before. And actually, Dusty said that he was going to keep unbuttoning his shirt throughout the stream.
That's it.
That 15-year-old Dickel continues to trickle and get so dry down my throat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thank you, DC, for the dickle, by the way. DC slipped me the dickle in the mail, and I told him I wasn't going to open it until I moved. And I looked at it on the shelf, and I was like, let's pour some. Schlammered, Matt's new word for hammered. If you were born in 1944, because I've said schlammered since I was 7.
It's like Schlammered is old school for Maddie.
Ooh, Trev, what went down the hatch right there? Anything delicious?
Just a little go juice. Getting
Ooh,
ready.
Little 100 proof. Testing the waters.
Warming
Testing
me
the
up.
waters. Okay, guys. What I do is I play a 30-second timer.
Okay.
You'll have 30 seconds to send me the answer. We're using the Instagram method that has been working so well.
Set up.
When the timer starts, you may begin nosing. And what I'll do right now is put the question on the bottom of the screen because you probably want to know what you're answering. This whiskey is coming from a craft distillery in Kentucky. Is this a product of New Riff, Willet, Jep the Creed, or Peerless? When the music begins, you may begin nosing.
Okay.
If I can find it. 26 seconds remain. Is this a product of New Riff, Willet, Jep the Creed, or Peerless? The jury is out, and by the jury I mean 4 wannabe Matt Madness whiskey pure billionaires. And they have 5 seconds. 4 seconds. This timer goes by so fast. So fearless and furious. That was so quick. I barely got 3 words out.
God, that 30 seconds goes fast.
Yeah.
That's what my wife says. Adam Shelton says, not to brag, but I have a bottle of NASA Family Reserve ADHD whiskey special blend on the way. No big deal, dude. It's crushable. As a matter of fact, I got mine yesterday, and when I first tasted it, I was like, I'm not sure if I love it. And then I had a couple more pours throughout the evening, and it turns out I love it. But I actually put it in a wow. Words are hard. I tested the proof on it myself because I didn't believe it was 107 proof. I'm like, there's no way. So I put it in the tube with the old spin job. Yeah. What is it called? You guys know that thing.
The salad spinner.
Yeah, and guess what? 107 proof. I was wrong. But it's crushable. You could drink a whole bottle of it. It just goes down easy.
That's what I've heard.
Just because I'm a gangster.
I got someone trying to track me down a bottle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll talk.
All right.
Too. We'll also talk. Smash the like button, you sons of bitches, says Brian Kelfy. Smart, super awesome, super smart thing to say, I would say. Oh, I got answers. I got to see if any of you scored points. How?
I mean, I'm sure. I'm pretty positive I scored points on that one.
Trev is living on opposite day, which is pretty interesting.
Trev, have you had Jephthah before? I've never had it.
Oh, yeah, one of my favorite craft distilleries by far.
Yeah, Trev didn't believe me how bad Jephthah was, and I sent him a sample, and he got to experience it.
You know what was worse about that sample, Jason?
What?
It was so bad, and I was like, maybe if I poured this in Coke, that it at least would be, palatable. And it was worse. The fact that you could be that bad in Coke really just doesn't sit with me well.
It's like a fungus. Anything it touches, it goes bad.
Hydrometer. Thank you, Cam.
Yes,
Jeez
hydrometer.
Louise. Whew. Just not the super smartest today, but it's all right. All right. That, by the way, was worth 2 points. It said on the screen. I just forgot to say it out loud. If you guys haven't, you can pour sample B, please.
Sample B.
Sample B. Sample biatch.
Sample biatch.
Jason, your bourbon draft stream was probably one of the best things I've ever watched. And I'm not even just talking whiskey tube or YouTube. I'm like talking like it might have passed Forrest Gump and Back to the Future on my favorite things to ever watch.
Yeah, it was both entertaining and archaic at the same time, with the cherry on top of hot buttery rolls singing some Creed. So
Okay, so true story. I watched that whole thing. I laughed so hard, and then I couldn't sleep. I just rewound the stream like 15 minutes, and he like sang me to sleep.
Yeah.
I just re-listened to it.
Yeah, it was like after the first song he was singing, it was really funny. And then all of a sudden we're just like, you got to mute him. I can't take it anymore. So I hit mute, and he's sitting there with his eyes closed, just
yeah.
like,
His eyes are closed and singing. I just couldn't. I couldn't even. And then Scotty was on a different planet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him that night. I don't know if he got hit in the head before he came on. I asked him, afterwards. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you, man? Like, what was going on? What was the whole buildup with all this? I'm gonna make a pick that's gonna knock your socks off. Here it comes. Oh, here it comes. 10, 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Booker's rye. Not.
I got something that's gonna blow your minds.
Yeah.
Just wait for it. Wait for it. Oh man.
He did that like 3 times. I'm like, dude, what? Go in the light. Where are you?
Unif Poke says, when will the winner be announced for the first 5 comments from April's videos? I'm going to do that in the next couple weeks. I need to build a spreadsheet with all the comments and then do a randomizer. We're in the process of moving, so it's a little bit sketchy, but it's going to happen in the next couple weeks when we get to Colorado. By the way, moving to Colorado, guys. Moving to Colorado.
Wow.
Next week. So
what part of Colorado? You like outside of Denver, close to Denver?
Western Colorado, like Western Slope. It's like the rifle area over towards Grand Junction.
Dude, Denver's beautiful. So
yeah, it's super pretty out there.
Yeah, Colorado overall. So, and there's some great distilleries out there. You do some good drinking.
Yes, I can't wait to hit up some of those for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Shelton says, "Congrats on the legal weed." We're in Michigan. There's Leeds Weagle here too. Leeds Weagle, wow.
Leeds Weagle.
Leeds Weagle, brother.
Leeds Weagle.
Leeds Weagle, man.
ADHD.
And folks has ever heard of Debonair? It sounds fancy.
Yeah.
I just got the 92 proof for $35. Woo! I have never heard of it. Sounds like a Nike shoe.
ADHD whiskey shirt idea. Leeds Weagle.
Oh. If I dabbled in it, then that'd be funny. But it's just my mother once bought me a sweatshirt for Christmas that said "bong" on it. It just said "bong." It was a Billabong hoodie, and it said "bong." And everywhere I went, like especially Taco Bell, people were like "bong, bong, 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 bong," and they just laughing. I'm like, yeah, it'd be so funny if I. But I don't, so it was a comfortable hoodie though.
Oh shit!
Hey, my mom's in the house. She's booing.
She doesn't.
Why are you booing?
She doesn't like the bong. She doesn't like the bong story.
Oh no, she was booing way before the bong story. Because I'm missing cat. It's a good day when I see me since sweater vest. Matt Horn, not making a lick of sense, but I love it. Thanks for the super chat, Matt. All right, guys, you ready to move on?
Let's go to the B.
She says, "Do not pick on me." I'm not picking on you, Mom. She bought a shirt that said "bong" on it for me for Christmas when I was in high school. I love it.
High school.
All right, guys. On sample B, we have a tickle in my throat.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not good.
That dickle got your back, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. We're totally good. I want to know what state this whiskey was distilled in. And I almost told you what state, which would have been a stupid idea, but I didn't. Okay. We're just going to leave it there. So when the music starts, you can start. What state was this whiskey distilled in? On your mark. Boom, roasted. Didn't even say get set. He just went for it. So hard and so fast. Oh, she was booing my moving. That makes sense. Yes. It's going to be quite the haul. Or if screw, because don't screw it up, Trev. He paid $5 to tell you not to screw it up. Or if screw, he's probably gonna screw it up. Time is up. Let's see some answers, people. Oh, I got a tickle that this dickle needs to fix.
I just screwed the pooch on that one.
Sure did.
No, it's
Or did you? Super honest question that I know the answer to.
I mean, no, I'm feeling confident still. No worries. Probably
All
got
right.
that one. What about you guys?
No.
I'm pretty confident. I feel pretty good about it.
Dragon, you looking kind of scared up there, man.
Yeah, that one threw me a little bit.
Yeah.
I was confident when I first went in, but then the more I smelled it, it had me puzzled.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff being made all over the country, so it's
For sure.
you know.
I am tallying points, and I tallied points.
I think Trev.
Did any of you
guessed-
get it correct? Probably not. But that's to determine later.
I think Trev guessed Hawaii.
No way.
Did I send you the answer? No, I sent it to Matt.
Smells
He
like
said Puerto Rico, actually.
Smells like volcano.
Ashes.
The podcast is in the house. I'm here all night, y'all.
Oh, is that the
he's here all night.
Is that the Greasy Grease?
I'm pretty sure it's got to be, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Tennessee can suck it.
I need to make more clips of Grease, but every time I watch it to try to make more clips, it just makes me so upset about how bad he cheated the entire way through.
You got to get the clips of a Michael Klein impersonating Grease in the beginning of the draft show. That was good.
He actually did really well for like 5 minutes, and then
he couldn't keep it up. He's not the real Grease. That's why.
it takes an army, and that's Grease. I'm surprised that he can even keep up with himself. Distilled in volcano, says Adam Shelton. Hey, I Whiskey She Wines is in the chat. Hey, Sam and Bobby, what's going on? Young Bei Chang, how are you? Man, I am so excited for tonight. If you haven't poured glass C, please pour glass C. Should have told you to do that already.
Glass C coming in hot.
The podcast is pounding whiskey trying to catch up. Well, you don't have to catch up to us much because all they've been doing is smelling it so far. The nosing thing is pretty difficult, huh? The 30 seconds, it gets pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets in. Like by the time you're trying to figure out what it could be, there's like 5 seconds left.
Right.
I
Well,
spend
Michelle
half my
Lynn.
time trying to spell my answer correctly.
You can't spell Hawaii?
No, he nailed
No.
Puerto Rico just fine. I think anyway. Oh, Sam and Bobby are in their hot tub getting flubbed up. Nice.
Nice.
Michelle Lynn, thank you so much. She says some amazing palettes on this screen. Love you all. But we love you too, Michelle.
Love you too, Michelle.
Thanks for being in here. Thanks for friggin' killing it. What did Trev just grab? Asked Tim Robertson.
I grabbed a little Sam Houston.
Nice.
Just, I felt it calling me back there. And my mouth was getting dry. And I'm too sober. I think that's it. I get into my head. I'm too nervous. I need to loosen up. I'm about to crack open some beer,
America.
some Fireball.
I've had nothing so far. I'm waiting.
Go ahead, man. Drink all the Fireball you want, buddy.
You know what? It carried me well last time.
With no samples.
Yeah, it didn't do too bad with no samples.
I know.
Can you imagine
That's the scary
me
part.
and Fireball and samples? Game over.
Dave Rose says, good luck. Matt can't join this one. Have fun. Thanks, Dave. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you catch the replay. Things are going to get interesting on this one for sure.
Oh boy.
No.
Who in the heck?
They all got some nice color to them, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, they got some nice color, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, this is live right now. Matt's getting a sensual voicemail from his wife, maybe about Dan.
I heard something about natural gas.
Oh, this is 10:30 at night.
No samples, but still better than shelf turds.
Michael doesn't have natural gas, which is weird. Sorry, Michael, to hear that. Hopefully they get it fixed for you, whoever you are, wherever you are. All right, are you guys ready to go to Glass C?
I'm ready, man. The schnozzle is ready.
Glass C. I'm excited to see if you know what's in C. This whiskey is from a Kentucky distillery, and I'd like you to name it for 2 points.
All right, let me get that open. All right.
I already know what it is because I don't even have to smell it. I'm so good. I'm giving you the opportunity to smell it. So
we appreciate you, Maddie.
All right. Well, I do what I can. All right, guys. When the music starts, you can start smelling. And good luck. $370 people in chat. Thank you so much for watching this crap. I appreciate you all, each and every one of you, so much. I'm enjoying the heck out of this tournament, and hopefully you're enjoying it too. Jeffrey Whack, the Whack Attack, with 10 seconds remaining, says, Dusty Dan and Stone Cold Steve Austin in this competition. All children, boom, Stone Cold started. And that's the bottom line, because Dusty Dan said so. Jeffrey Whack, thanks for the super chat. We have answers, and these answers are what I would consider to be.
It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It's just pretty hard, man.
So
not easy.
I'll be honest, guys. I just totally guessed on a distillery.
Yeah.
I just thought of one that I passed by recently and just went with it. I'll be honest.
Well, it's funny because you get an inkling with the nose, and then when you start tasting it, then you can put two and two together.
Yeah, I think from the nose, it's hard to tell straight away because, I mean, some of the distillers have a classic profile that, it's when you get the up in age stuff where you could change it up a little bit. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what this stuff's like on the palate. And then if you have some blends, forget it.
Trev, I got to say this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give the world your answer, but for a gentleman who knows that this is a Kentucky distillery, and you can guess any Kentucky distillery, and you just wing one out there. You're like, I'm just going to throw a wild guess out there.
Yeah.
Way to choose the biggest distillery in Kentucky on opposite day.
Hey, they got that place there.
They do have a place there, yeah. It's right next to like 30 other gigantic ones that make a lot more alcohol. I love it though. You could be right.
Smell like anything I've had, so that's why I went with them. And I drove right past them. So
you could be totally right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that for a bold guess, just throwing it out there, you sure threw it out there.
I hope I'm right because I went all in on that one.
You sure did. I love it.
I feel like I
also tried to go to them and they wouldn't let me in. Like they wouldn't let me tour them. So
Dusty Dan, what were you saying?
I said I feel like I have 0 points right now.
Well, you are a man of confidence.
Yeah.
And you are so smart.
That's it.
Because Barry McCockiner says, "Me love all your channels." I get it. And I said it real Barry McCockiner. Yeah. Todd Ritter, $10 super chat, says, "At the Masters, a green jacket is given to the winner. So I assume a green sweater vest will go to the winner of this. Good luck." Ritter, you have honestly just decided what the winner will get. On top of other things, I'm going to have to get a green sweater vest for the winner. A Matt Madness sweater vest. Wow. Todd Ritter, that you gave me $10 and the best idea on the planet.
I'm definitely going to win this.
I would like to change my answer on C.
Wait, did you just resmell it? Did you just resmell it?
Yeah, I just resmelled it. I can't. I got to leave it down and that's it. I can't go back.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's totally fine. I mean, nobody has gotten in trouble for that so far. Dan,
I'm gonna go call Courtney. BRB.
quickly tallied the scores,
I hear her
and Dan saying that them talking doesn't affect him may or may not be true. Ooh.
Please. Oh, wow. Stop smelling it.
Dear Lord, he's like making out with that glass.
He was smelling it. He went deep on the smelling.
Looks like a DQ to me.
No, that's Stag Junior. It's like I just poured it, but no, I remembered it. Whew, why? Oh, pour glass D. I'm so stupid for not telling you to pour glass D. I feel like I'm getting a little bit lackluster in just my ways here towards the final opening round of this Matt Madness. But I promise, in the quarterfinals, you're going to see a whole new Matt. Will he be wearing a sweater vest? Maybe. Will he be wearing
a shirt like Dan?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's attractive to other people in this household. So maybe. Let me just
do it, Matt. There it is. There it is.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I can't even handle. Trev, you and I just need to leave. We can't handle the sexy on the other side of the screen.
He's getting me riled up right now. You need to stop.
Oh, I think I hurt my shoulder doing that. I threw baseballs today, a lot.
Yeah.
We went to a farm, it's like a family farm where they have like a petting zoo, and you're not supposed to feed the camel, but guess what? Fed it. His name's Quigley, and I'm like, you know what, Quigley? They can't tell me not to feed you, so fed it. And he wouldn't even let me pet him. He just ate out of my hand. But he quickly became my favorite animal at the zoo because he was so cute. Jeff Meager, I hope the move goes well, Matt. You're a pro at moving. I'm getting really good at moving, even though I still suck at it. But yeah, thank you for that. It is going to be a difficult thing. Lots of stuff. Long trip. Dave Friedman, lackluster rules. Sorry, David. I'll work on my rules. Jason.
Oh.
Biggums.
Biggins.
Biggums, shut up.
Biggums. Consider that your warning, and I'm being stern, Jason.
Okay, I've been warned.
Yeah. We're going to move on to Glass D.
All right.
And Glass D is a pretty easy question for 1 point. I want to know on Glass D if it's a finished whiskey, yes or no. Yes or no. When the music starts, you may start smelling.
All right.
And Trev, don't do that. Jiggled his tongue so fast. Here he is. Thrasher's in the house. What's going on, Thrasher? Nice to see you. Holy ass shit. You just blinded me with all the light. Cover up the sexiness, please. I refuse to. The sexiness has been revealed and it is there and here to stay. DC is in chat. Friggin' Bourbon Junkies in the house. What's going on, Dan? I'm assuming it's you. I'm guessing Sean would never show up here. Loser, friggin' fire Sean. Time is up. Time is up. And I have answers. Thank you for sending answers. We have an answer from the wrench.
Pretty good one, too.
We have an answer from Dusty Dan. And an answer from the drum line. Good job, guys. Shaking my head out of disgust. Dear GoogleTube, make it so when I click on someone's chat message, I can click reply and it automatically tags them. Thanks. What the heck, idiot? It's actually a very good suggestion.
Yeah.
But
You would
let's
think
not
with
draw
all the money
attention.
Google has, they could do it relatively easy, but
They could, for sure. I would like it if they stayed out the hell out of here, though, if I'm being completely honest. All right. We've completed the nosing round. The nosing round is complete. And I am so happy with the way you have performed. I just have to say that. It's network rules that I must say that I'm happy with your performance.
So even though you don't mean it, you have to say it.
You have to say it no matter what. Justin Jenkins says, why is no one named a Buttfucker 3000? It's because I'm sure that you have copywritten that name, and if they Buttfucker 3000 themselves, you would have a problem with it. They'd have to be Buttfucker 3001.
that was my nickname.
2,999 before the 3,000th. DC says that's what she said. Nick Foles, Dusty Dan is the little white dog. Pretty sweet.
Huh?
Isn't it a goat? No, it's not a goat.
No, it's a
I have
wild
no
dog.
idea. Jason from the Mash and Drum, you're jumping out ahead in the polls. 51%. 30% for Trev, and 18% only for Dusty Dan.
Woo!
Unreal the confidence nobody has in Dusty Dan. And unreal how smart everybody is who's watching this evening. 420 people in chat. Thank you all so much. I'm so friggin' excited to continue this Map Madness tournament. If you guys are ready for the tasting round, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I just got
Yeah,
the Stone
brother.
Cold thing in me
I
from
still
earlier.
don't think I have any points right now.
24-inch pythons coming at you.
Yeah.
I almost
Was that-
just cracked open a beer right there. It just, I got to be careful doing that.
That was Stone Cold Steve Austin, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan all in one little mashup.
That's
I
right.
know.
It actually worked. Not bad.
Not bad.
Frank Casino, I just like that these contestants haven't run the show off the rails like Grease. Well, I mean,
By the way, I just learned that I could unmute myself. It took me 3 hours.
Oh shit!
no one has been muted yet, by the way. That's a record.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we too calm right now?
You're pretty chill, which is all right. Which is okay.
Everyone here is too sober.
Yep.
You all came
Look at
in
that.
thinking that it was going to be, geez, I don't know. But
It's
you guys shouldn't.
it's that Weagle lead.
It really mellows you out, man.
It really mellows you out, man.
BFR 2999 says, was my cousin here? Yeah. He was here. Bourbon Bite says, was Chad muted? No, Clifton, you were muted for half of it. Literally half of it. All right. We're going to move to the tasting round. After the nosing round, Dan, how confident are you with your nosings?
Not very confident.
Wow, your enthusiasm speaks volumes. Trev, were you confident with your nosings? Please tell me something with some energy.
I'm pretty confident, man. No, dude, I am so confident. Look at they're cowering in fear. Dusty Dan cowering, Jason cowering. I mean, Dragon cowering. You guys, you need to step it up. I'm running away with this. I'm so confident.
All right. You better watch yourself, Wrench.
I'm not even nervous at all, Jason.
Trev's running away with it, but his car's in reverse, and he doesn't even know.
No, that's just Matt trying to deter me. This is all a ploy.
Patrick friggin' Fulmer, $10 super chat. Thank you, Patrick. Matt, you look especially handsome tonight. Rock on. Cheers to the group. Thanks, Patrick. Want to get married? I'm getting handsome messages from, Jason, you're confident though, right? You're pretty sure that you're nailing it.
I wouldn't say I'm feeling I'm nailing it, but I feel like off the nose I was able to, if not get close to the questions, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
I feel like 50-50 confidence right now.
Which is probably what somebody who's not confident would say, because that's what I would say for sure.
50-50.
It's like, I mean, maybe. Maybe I did good. I don't know, maybe I did good. That squeaked pretty hard there. Pretty good squeak. Jason, I'm sorry, but this is a proof question. And
damn it.
Let's go, baby.
I wrote these questions on Wednesday morning, actually. So that evening when you were like, I hope there's no proof questions, I was like, well,
you're going to get a proof question. Okay.
And I have a screenshot of the last. Trev, are you interrupting me? What's up?
No.
Matt, I have to ask, are you drinking the same thing that we have or no?
No, because this is the first time where I've 3 out of the 4 bottles I've emptied. 2 out of the 4 were emptied when I poured the samples. 1 of them I finished between then and now, and then I put it in the garbage bag and threw it in my dumpster. So then tonight when I was getting the bottles together, I realized what I had done. So I had to go back into my dumpster outside and rip open the garbage bag to retrieve the bottle in several-day-old garbage.
Oh, my God.
But it's what I do. It's just what I do if I have to do it. So normally I have been drinking the same thing, but tonight, not
the case.
Not the case. All right. Trev is guzzling whiskey right before we taste sample A.
Look,
What
man.
on earth are you thinking?
Win.
I'll give you a second, Trev, to recover from that. Dan L says, Matt Porter is running for People's Sexiest Man of the Year. Going to be as easy to win as it was a World Top Whiskey Taster.
Oh, no.
Is it the special People's Sexiest Man of the Year? Because I might have a shot. A little bit more of a shot. But not the normal People's Sexiest Man of the Year. And then Bourbon Battalion, thank you for Super Chat, says, USMC.
Do push-ups, Bobby. Until the end of this round.
And Todd Trent, thanks so much for the Super Chat. Love the Matt Madness. This is the U-Haul Fund. I have one of those, a U-Haul Fund. It's like $220 for a trailer to Colorado, which is, we should have bought a trailer, by the way. We bought a long time ago. Should have bought one. Good luck with the move. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it. Should have bought a trailer way before we spent so much money on renting them. But that's neither here nor there. But
You guys have like a pretty set up system now for. So when you get to a new location, is there some stuff you keep packed for the next location, or?
So far, everywhere we've moved has been furnished, so we only have to bring like half the house.
Okay.
And we keep accumulating. When our first move, we brought a van full of stuff, and then later on, I went back and I brought like another carload. Since then, we've been filling a van and a U-Haul trailer. So it's just like we're accruing so much stuff. It doesn't ever go.
And half of the half is your whiskey collection.
There's a lot of it, but it's a lot of like kids' toys and clothes and Amazon.com warehouse stuff. Basically, half of Amazon.com is in our trailer. Did you tell Bobby to eat crayons?
Sure did.
I eat crayons.
Look, man, you come at me attacking the army guy. This dude eats crayons. Come on.
Where's my $5 to tell you to do push-ups. Trev, if you lose tonight, you got to do push-ups.
I'll do push-ups.
All right.
I'll do it.
Okay, guys. When the music starts, I want you to taste glass A, and I want the proof of glass A. The closest person to the proof will get 2 points.
Okay.
If you're within 2 proof points of the actual proof, you will double your score total and get 4 points. So this is a big one. That's what she said. When the music starts, you may start. Jeff Meager, friggin' Jeff, for the quarter move 3000 hashtag U-Haul fund. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate the heck out of that. It helps a lot. The super chats do help a lot. They add up and it makes everything way easier. And I appreciate that, guy. You guys are talking about push-ups and pull-ups. I certainly can't do any of those. Tried a push-up the other day. Did the easy half and then gave up on one of them. Answers are just pouring in by the threes. Okay. Time for me to do a little bit of math and figure out who came the closest here.
I don't know, man. Maybe I did mess up drinking the Bud Light, but still, I think I got the closest. What are you guys thinking?
I should have drank something before.
You're gosh dang right. You should have, Dusty.
My first sip. I threw it off a little bit.
What are you thinking, Jason? You look like you're contemplating.
Don't ask me about proof, man.
It appears as though Trev wants to run the show. So here you go.
Welcome to Mad Madness. Your winner.
He sucks at that. He sucks pretty bad at that, I would say.
He's just gone.
Trev, what have you given up? What's going on over there?
What do you mean have I given up? I'm fully committed.
You didn't even stream before this because you were taking it so seriously. And we're one drink into the tasting round and you're chugging Bud Light.
That wasn't a chug.
Okay. It wasn't a chug. It was just a interesting tactics. Bronson Andrews, pretty solid name. $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Bronson.
Yeah, that's Batsit.
Appreciate that out of you. Bourbon Junkie says viewership has to triple with that sex symbol on the screen. He could be talking about any three of you, and I'm not sure who, but still.
It's all probably right. Dusty Dan's chest.
It's a solid chest.
No one's talking about me, that's for sure.
Okay. Nothing.
Matt's got the sexiest man alive pose going. I love it.
Like I try to get hot out of nowhere. Like I literally just bit the inside of my cheek trying to be sexy. It hurt so hard.
That was very Zoolander of you.
Oh yeah, that's probably where I got that from.
It worked though.
I took a layer off my cheek. Whiskey Mountains. Been looking forward to this one, but I'm on vacation.
Yeah, she's in Puerto Rico.
PR? Is that what that Puerto Rico means?
Yep.
I did not know that.
She's in Puerto Rico.
That's where Trev said it's one of those bourbons was distilled.
It's the truth.
You guys are great, but 8 Mofongo earlier in your honor, Jason.
Oh yeah, mofongo and from Puerto Rico is amazing.
The hell's Mofongo?
So mofongo is you take tostones, which is plantains.
Wow.
And-
How about you use like maybe one word I know what it means?
Well, do you know what a plantain is?
Yeah, it's like a banana's boring uncle.
Yeah, exactly. So they basically what they do is they take those, they fry them up, they crush them, then they fry them again, then they mash them in a
Ooh.
Okay. Mofongo got a little bit too deep into what it was, and I got a little bit just. He should be done by now, right?
and then you add the sauce, and then it's done.
Sounds delicious. Whiskey Central says, "God damn it, Matt! I wanted to hear him describe it." Well, that makes one of us. Hey, why don't you describe delicious food I can only get in Puerto Rico? I can't even say it. Adam Sheldon, what are your thoughts on Fred Minnick poo-pooing the new ECBP B521? Hashtag U-Haul Fund. Thanks for the U-Haul Fund. And I haven't tried the new Elijah Craig. So, I mean, dude's got a palate on him. He knows what to expect from Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I know I have on occasion disagreed with some of his Elijah Craig Barrel Proof thoughts. I think, I'm not sure if there was a couple that he said he wasn't a huge fan of that I really liked, but at the same time, it's just, it's what everybody likes. So he said that actually that one might not even be a buy. He said that it actually wasn't good, which is weird. So I don't know. I'll definitely buy it. What about you, Jason? Have you tried it yet?
I haven't tried it, but it's supposed to hit Ohio, I think, next week. So I'm going to be grabbing it, obviously, and trying it. I mean, I've heard so many mixed reviews about it, so I'm interested to try it myself. So, but I think the folks that love that higher proof, that's what they look for in an ECBP. Right. But there's been a couple of low proof releases that people enjoyed because they got to try they got all the flavor without the high punch of proof. But now if he said it's kind of like thin. So if that's the case, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Well, I thought that A121 was a little bit off profile and a little bit nuttier and not quite as traditional as the other Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs, which is strange.
Yeah, I agree. I still
enjoy it, but
yeah, it's still good. It's just not it's like everything I judge now is off of still C918 and the B520 and the C920 from last year.
Yeah, but I don't know. Dan, Trev, have you tried the new Elijah Craig yet, or no? Probably not.
We just got A121 here, so I won't see B until September. I don't know.
It's hard.
Dave Freeman says Matt Madness Glens. I haven't. There's none yet, but hell, I could figure it out. We could probably do it. Bourbon Junkies, $10 super chat. This is solely for how well timed the coming back in was by Jason. He perfect. He nailed it. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate the heck out of it. Or out of you. Jeez, if I could even string a series of words together that made sense, it'd make tonight a lot easier to go with. All right, guys.
All right.
We're gonna move on to Glass B. Are you ready for Glass B?
Yes, sir.
Tasting. Glass B, ma effas, is an age question.
Oh boy.
I want to know How old is this whiskey? 2 points goes to the closest answer. If you're within 1 year either way, you will double your score and get 4 friggin' points, which is pretty significant where I come from, which is significant city.
That's significant.
Pretty significant. I feel like all three of you are going to nail this right in the face. But I also felt like that for the last 6 questions. And unfortunately, I was wrong. Make me proud. When the music starts, you may start. How old is this son of a bitch? 877 Mash Now is in the house. Matt Madness to the moon. I should start a cryptocurrency. Probably have super smart ideas on how to do that because no clue. Not very smart. Like 7 seconds remaining. Wow, that 30 seconds went super fast. Ooh. Dusty Dan's in the hot seat. All right.
Oh yeah.
She got some proof.
Whew, got a little bit of proof on that one.
Yeah.
Sure didn't. That one was pretty good though.
Yeah.
Better than the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, did you guys like the first pour or was it bad?
I liked it.
I honestly don't even remember. This
It was a
Bud
while
Light
ago.
kind of covered it up.
Kinda. I mean, it was a little different, but
I'm trying to
Okay.
think of what the first one could be. I think I know.
Do you think you know?
Yeah.
You think you know the first one?
Yeah, I know it.
Nice. Trev, your confidence is making me happy.
I know what that is.
Ooh, the first one? Or
Yeah.
the second one?
No,
Because
A.
you seem ultra confident about the first one out of nowhere when we just tasted the second one.
Yeah, I know. I just judged by you. I don't know.
Hey
I'm
guys.
reading you.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
You have 30 seconds. You need to send me the proof of what you just drank. This is a tiebreaker. What was the proof of what you just drank? Without
We can't
tasting it
drink
again.
it again.
You can't taste it again. What was the proof of what you just drank? Ten seconds. Okay. That was the tiebreaker, just in case we have a tie, which all it could happen because guess what? It's happened a lot lately.
Okay. It's an 80 proofer. Easy.
if that's 80 proof, I should just quit.
At this point, I don't know. Every time when I would take a first sip of it and I'd be like, oh, that's easily this proof. And I'd go back for a second one and it was different. So
Yeah.
then I was screwing with my own self.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, I'm just going to have to go with what I'm feeling.
Always go with your gut, man.
That last sip it drank a little less spicy for me than the first one, but
Wait a second. Dan, did you try it again?
yeah. Were we not supposed to?
Yeah, he said off of memory. You can't try it again.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't hear that.
So Dan's answer doesn't count. That's fine.
He's like, yeah. What do you mean?
It's cool. I mean, words. I just.
didn't hear the part.
Dusty, say you're sorry.
Thank you.
He said, "Say you're sorry, not say thank you."
I'm sorry, Matt.
Well, Dusty Dan just didn't win the tiebreaker, so I'm going to go ahead and say that he did win the tiebreaker until he. It's okay. It's kind of funny. Brian Fiat says $5. Thank you, Brian. Friggin' so much to say, but didn't say a word. Just sent $5. What a guy. We're moving on to Glass C.
All right.
Dusty Dan should have the taste of Glass B out of his mouth by now. Probably. On Glass C, in the first 30 seconds, I would like to know just what the secondary grain is for 1 point. Is this a bourbon that is a rye bourbon, or is it a wheated bourbon? That's all I want to know. Rye or wheat for 1 point.
Okay.
If you want to be the winner of Matt Madness, you should probably just knock this out in about 1.6 seconds. You may begin. Good luck. Friggin' Dusty Dan's a grease level Peter. Whoever thought that Dusty Dan would come in, stealing my wife and stealing the game with his grease like tactics. What a friggin' good guy. Oh, man. 5 seconds remaining. All right. Time is up. Time has expired. Pouring myself a little extra something there. Removing that from the screen. Checking answers. And hopefully we have some correct ones. We have what I would consider to be a correct answer, incorrect answer, and who knows?
I'm still feeling pretty good about it.
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you this. Do any of you want to win?
Hey, man, I just pulled off a cheat to win. So, yes, I do.
Okay.
I pull off a cheat.
Yeah, I drank it twice.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, Dan
Part of me
wants it.
wonders if some of you are just like, let me just get out of here. Like, forget, like, thanks, Matt, for inviting me. But you know what? I'm not super excited to be back later.
I'm
I'll
not,
be honest.
I'm trying not to focus on the competition. I'm just trying to I like this test. I like the test overall, Maddie. So I'm having a good time with it.
Well, I appreciate all of you saying yes to doing this.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. It's an honor for you guys to say yes to be a part of this. It's so cool, and I love all of you. And I don't know. It seems that people enjoy watching it. So thanks, guys, for agreeing to do this.
Yeah, thank you.
Trev.
Yeah, it's an honor for us too, man. This is awesome.
You're
Not every day the
friggin'
World's Top Whiskey Taster asks you to be in a competition, man.
Don't say stuff like that. You'll lose points.
Full Dusty.
Best show to watch on a Friday night. Wish I was at Grease's viewing party. Grease could probably sell tickets to viewing parties. I bet you, he'd probably make some bank. Oh my gosh, my mom.
Oh
Penalty.
boy,
Dusty Dan, you now have to button your shirt.
Damn it.
I wonder if my mom's coming on through on my side because my wife said you're handsome, and my mom's like, "Oh hell no."
I don't think.
Mom, I love you. And yes, I have a bottle of the blend for Dad. So just Thrasher says, Matt, I'd love it for Jason's sake if these were all just Blantons. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
dear Lord.
I hunted so hard for Blantons for Jason, and I just couldn't. God.
As long as you got horsey tops.
Well, I thought that you only liked the O.
The O is my favorite. Actually, it's the
That's the rare one.
It's nunts. None of them.
Wait, isn't there one that has two B-R-E-N? Oh, there's two N's, right?
Yeah, there's the.
Are they different? Are they actually different? Oh yeah, they have to be because there's a different jockey in a different position.
There's two dots on the second end to mean this is the second end. 2 dots.
And the jockey is also in a different position. So.
Yeah, the jockey's fucking the horse from the back end. So.
Whoa, what? I need some Blantons.
Bronson Andrews says this should be easy. You'd think it would be.
You think it would be.
For a question as simple as is this rye or wheat, I could have honestly convinced myself to go with the answer I didn't give. So I'll say that.
Well, maybe you can convince yourself in the final round of guessing what it actually is. But before we do that, we have the final tasting question.
All right.
Jason probably going to be a bit perturbed, but it's another proof question.
Son of a bitch.
Jason, what are those? Are those scotches behind you? Are those Lagavulins or some shit?
Yeah, I just filmed a review for the new Lagavulin, the Offerman edition, finishing Guinness casks. So.
Whoa, did I just call a scotch bottle by the label?
You did, man. That's friggin' impressive. That's why the sweater rules.
No, you know what? It's just that I watch you so much. Like, I just watch channels so much that it gets. Have I ever tried a Lagavulin? Probably not. Am I interested in trying one? Probably not. What else is back there? Is that an Angel's Envy store pick?
Yeah, Angel's Envy store pick.
What's the red label, son of a bitch?
A polling station.
Oh, that's the holding station from Old Dominic's out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That guy?
No, yeah, that guy, the hauling station. Yeah, I got a few goodies back here. Got the new 4 Gates.
Ooh.
The River Kelvin Rye. I got some good stuff back here.
Nice. I think that's all within arm's reach where you can just be like, you know what? Let's do it. Have you had the Angel's Envy store pick yet?
I did. That's one that I got from my store in New York, and they I was able to grab one from there. My mom got it for me. I figured I'm not a huge Angel's Envy guy, but I feel like if I'm gonna spend money on it, I'll try a store pick. It's actually not bad.
What's the proof on that?
I think it came in at 108. Yep.
Okay. Well, the cask strength is really good.
Yeah, I have the cask strength too. So when I do the review, I'm going to do a side to side, see which one I like better. But
and what's the proof on the regular Angels? Is it 80 or 90? Is it 90?
The regular Angels, I think, is 86, isn't it? 86, okay. 86.6 or something.
So that's got to be a vast improvement over the original Angel.
Yeah, I wish all the Angels were like this. I'd gladly pay $50 for that rather than the 86.6 circus peanut shit that you get now.
Right. All right, guys, we're about to do sample tea. Trev just guzzled something right before we do sample tea.
Is that his Bud Light Chaser?
Let me clean. Yeah, you're right. Let me cleanse the palate.
Oh my gosh, Trev, you might not be losing.
How do you think I'm winning, man? It's the hops cleans the palate. It's super good. There's method.
It's an interesting method, and I will give you that. All right. What's the proof on this bourbon? When the music starts, you can begin smelling it. 2 points for the closest answer. 4 points if you're within 2 proof points.
Only smelling it, you said, right?
No, this is tasting.
This is tasting.
All right, you said smelling. Okay.
Did I say smelling? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'll listen to
that. Tasting. You still smell like Brute from here. All right, guys. Tasting round. Go. Super interested to see how this plays out. This is my bourbon podcast. Carrie, also in the quarterfinals. Dang it, now I got to step up my game for the next round. Harry, you are in the next round. So solid and so high. So is Bourbon Bite. Clifton also in the next round. Super exciting. I can't wait to see how everything plays out here. Moving on to Matt Madness. Brian Fate says, so of course I had to pull my A121 off the shelf after the commentary. Nutty or not, a fine pour. Love the Madness tourney. By the way, it's Fate. Grease sucks. I don't mind a little bit of like smack talk from the audience to competitors. That's good. It's always good fun.
I think I messed that one up.
Well, it's because you just drank bourbon
Nope.
and beer 10 seconds before you drank that.
Nope. That's not it.
What was it then? Why did you mess it up?
I was starting to think it was some other bottle for some reason. And then once I sent the answer, this other bottle appeared in my mind, and that's what it is.
But I didn't ask you what bottle. I said, what proof?
That's how I was rationalizing, what proof I was guessing. I was trying to think of what bottle it could be and guess that exact proof. Because that was weird. That one was weird to me. I've not had that one.
I'm going to tally these scores just to see where we're at while we're doing the next 5 minutes. And the next 5 minutes is the guess what you're drinking round. So I will set my timer for 5 minutes. And you have 5 minutes to send me answer. Wait, Jason?
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
You sent me 2 answers. Shoot. Were those back to back? Oh, no. Geez, I'm sorry. Hold on. No. You sent me 2 answers for the last one. Right?
I sent you 2 answers for the last one.
Yes.
What are you doing,
yeah.
Jason?
No, I did send 2 answers.
Okay, because I see. All right.
Yeah, the first one was my fat thumbs, and then the second one is what I'm guessing.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. And when I say go, that means you have 5 minutes to taste these 4 whiskeys and tell me what is in the glass. Guess what the label is, what it is. If it's not exact, I might accept it. It's based on what I think. If it's close enough, I could possibly give it to you. But I want to know as specific as possible, what are you drinking? 5 minutes begins now.
Okay.
You
have to do that for 5 minutes.
I refuse. 505 people in chat. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, please hit the thumbs up. I'm super excited that there's that many people here. It's unreal. The support is so cool. Bourbon Bites with a $5 super chat says, this is my public apology for accusing Matt of not saying go for this round. He did. I'm just a friggin' idiot. Still won, though. That's true. Because Clifton said that he'd never heard me say go. And then people in chat were like, Matt never said go. So then I had to rewind to see if I actually did or not. And I said, starting now. And Clifton coming clean. And also offering up 5 friggin' buckaroos. The old Abraham Lincoln. Clifton, you told me I'm handsome, and you also said that you were wrong. 2 just valiant things to say. Cheech Artolino, if you're not subscribed to ADHD Whiskey, why the heck not? Do it now. Thanks, Cheech. What a guy. If you're not subscribed to Cheech Artolino, subscribe to Cheech friggin' Artolino. Love Cheech. Cheech is the bomb.diggity.com, as Carrie from Destination Bourbon would say. For sure. We have 3 minutes and 15 seconds remain. I have yet to see anybody send answers in yet, but that doesn't mean anything. All that means is that they're just expecting to give me answers all at once, which is totally fine. Maybe even maybe even preferred, if all the answers come in at the same time. Dusty Dan sent something. What the heck did he say? Whiskey Mountain says, why am I nervous? It's because you're using your data plan from Puerto Rico, which is probably a terrible idea. By the way, if you're not subscribed to Whiskey Mountains, you better be. And Bourbon Bites. Feel free, mods, to throw up everyone's channels in chat. Please do. Dusty Dan coming in with some answers. Oop. I haven't seen answers from anybody else yet, but that's totally fine. Not a problem at all. And Dusty, you have still 2 minutes remaining. If you decide to change any of your answers, you can still do that. So don't feel like you are tied to those in the last 2 minutes. Because you could be correct or you could be incorrect. Who knows?
Probably not, but
Are you guys pretty confident on any of these?
no.
The one that I said that I knew exactly what it was is the one that I have no idea what this is.
Kind of figured that was the case when you said you knew exactly what it was after you tasted B.
Yeah.
Which was strange. It was a strange
I have
thing.
zero clue. I don't know what this is.
Chris Boozlin. See, starting forward for the Chicago Bulls says, I feel Dusty Dan is going to take this.
I'm sorry.
Says Chris Boozlin. Ron Miles from the Detroit Whiskey Society. Detroit Whiskey Society. I think that's what it is. Matt, your Nassif blend is incredible. Glad I got my hands on a bottle. Cheers. Ron, I'm glad you got one. It's probably the easiest drinking whiskey I've had in a long time, which is weird. It's like it drinks super easy. Some people would say crushable. That's what the Grease calls those whiskeys, and it's super crushable.
Where's Nassif out of?
Iowa. It's Cat's Eye Distillery in Iowa. They're the ones who make Obtanium light whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they don't make it, but they source it from MGP. They bottle it as Obtanium light whiskey.
That's crazy.
That's
I remember.
pretty dang good.
Yeah, I remember when we did it in the blind. I didn't like it, but then when I drank it by itself, it was delicious.
Sweater vest coin. Oh, time is up. If you haven't sent in your answers, please send them in now. Sweater vest coin, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. The podcast, the man who invented the word crushable, says Matt is super crushable, which makes me feel super crushable. And I like that. Thank you for the compliment. I love it so hard. Okay. We have answers. Jason, after the nosing and tasting and then guessing, how confident are you that you move to the quarterfinals of Mad Madness?
I'm confident, baby. I think I got this.
Okay, Dragon.
Just those proof questions scared me.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Your answer for glass A.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to be more specific as far as what type, if that makes sense.
All right.
Because it makes sense what you said, but I just need to know what you were thinking. Because
Does that make sense? If I say that, no?
No. Wait a second. Still no, because I need to know what type to give you the full points. If you were to guess it correctly, that's all I'm saying. Because I feel like I could possibly. I never asked you what type of whiskey it was. Does that make sense?
On letter A. Wasn't that the first question you gave us? Is this you gave us the names of what distilleries they could be from?
Yeah, but I never said what type of whiskey it was.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh well, I definitely that just goes. Yeah, I got 0 points for that.
You want me to be more specific than that?
Nope.
Matt?
That's all I needed.
Okay.
Now I'm getting nervous.
You should be.
Now I'm nervous. Give me the
Well-
bud.
This is so ridiculous how slow I am. I'm sorry for being this slow, but it's what I do.
I don't know about A now.
Are we free to drink these?
What do you?
Yeah, you can drink as much as you want. Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know about A? You just had a whole. You're on the right track. Whatever you're thinking it is.
Yeah, but
I have no idea what this is. I feel like I've never tasted this. So
yeah, I mean it has a flavor that reminds me of one of those distilleries. So I'm just wondering if that was what it could be. But it's kind of playing both sides, so not really sure.
what were the options for that one?
It was
Hold on. Oh my God.
it was Peerless, New Riff, Willet,
Jeff,
and what?
Jephthah.
Oh, and Jephthah. If that's Jephthah, I'm retiring.
Well, honestly, I've never really had. I've had a Willet Rye, but I've never owned a Peerless, nor have I owned whatever.
I don't think I did very well. I think I
Yeah, my confidence is going down the drain at this point.
Oh man,
It's fine.
I don't know. I think I actually think I got A wrong. If I keep going back to it, just it's very well. We'll see what it is.
I think I got a lot wrong. I think some of these were really tricky, to be honest. Like, especially the proof ones, with some of them possibly being high rye.
I feel like this game is set up to make you look either really smart or incredibly dumb.
Well, you got to look at it as the whiskey's on test, not you.
Yeah.
Like on steroids?
Huh?
The whiskey's on steroids on test?
It's on steroids.
Justin Jenkins says, I'll take horse semen for 800. That's the famous horseman. And then Gary French says, better yet, a sweater vest with a coin embroidered on it. What the heck? Okay, now we're getting deep into the whole sweater vest category.
Oh.
We do have results. Oh, okay. My
God.
left leg is totally asleep.
This is rough.
Totally asleep. All right. I need a drink for this. America.
Putting that shit aside. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to hear how bad I did.
I wouldn't want to hear it either.
I agree.
Oh, guys, come on.
Okay. So just like last time, like in these other rounds, as I go through these scores, I need you to follow along with me in case I get what you said wrong.
Okay.
Because I scored them and wrote down what everybody said to the best of my ability. But guess what? Whiskey and could be wrong and don't want to be wrong. So just follow along with me. If I say something incorrect, interrupt me and tell me that I suck. Just don't call me fat, unless, of course, you're my best friend. Well, all three of you are, so guess what? Just call me fat.
You're not.
You're not fat.
Did someone just say I'm not fat?
Well, I haven't, I'm not going to call you fat, man. I've never met you in person.
You don't have to call me fat, but you saying that I'm not fat is a slap in the face. Oh, okay, that's where we stand. Okay, on glass A, I asked you to nose glass A, and asked you if this was New Riff, Willet, Jephthah Creed, or Peerless. Jason guessed that it was New Riff.
Oh gosh, dang it.
Trev guessed that it was Peerless. And Dusty Dan guessed that it was Peerless. I asked you to taste glass A. And I asked what the proof of glass A was. Jason said 121. Trev said 96. Idiot. Dusty Dan said 114. I then asked you to guess what you were drinking out of glass A. Jason guessed New Riff Bourbon store pick. Trev guessed Nulu. And Dusty Dan
Oh, shit.
Just in case.
no, just wait a little bit to laugh because it gets funnier. Dusty said it was Peerless Bourbon. Jason got 2 points for the nose. Dusty Dan got 2 points for the palate. Jason, I had to ask for further questioning because this bottle is New Riff Single Barrel Rye.
I knew it when I went back.
Not bourbon.
When I went back, I was getting the orange notes. Son of a bitch.
So you missed out on 5 points, but you did because it's difficult. But this is a single barrel rye.
Yeah, it had like that. It had the thing that New Riff has for me is like this weird aftertaste, and that's why I figured it was the New Riff. But I could not off the taste figure it was like really orangey, but it was really sweet. I could not. I've had some of their single barrel ryes that are really spicy, and that one is just like nice and almost like a boo rye.
Sure. Trev, what made you think that it was Nulu?
I didn't. I actually, at that point in time, I was like, I have no idea what this is. So I just picked somebody's pick that just came out.
Again, out of all the things you could have picked, you guessed a super hole in the wall thing that.
That's what I'm saying is I had so little confidence in what I said on the other two that I just said, screw it. Doesn't even matter.
Trev, I still
Brian
think
Coffey says, Trev, what the hell?
Trev, what the hell?
Brian, look here, man. Like, I mean, you win some, you lose some,
Yep. Moving on to glass B.
Wait,
I asked you,
Matt. Sorry to cut you off. What was the proof on that?
oh, I'm sorry, 111.1. So you were like 3 points off instead of 2.
Okay.
So you were very close to gaining an extra 2 points, but you didn't quite get there. 111.1 was the proof.
So I got 2 points for that one.
You got 2 points. Yep. So I asked you to nose glass B. And I asked what the state of distillation was. Jason said Washington. Trev said Indiana. Dusty said Kentucky. I asked you to taste glass B and guess the age. Jason guessed 7. Trev guessed 14. And Dusty Dan guessed 8. I then asked what you were drinking. Jason came through with a pretty, what I would consider to be generic Heaven Hill guess.
Mm-hmm.
Trev said Calumet. So I'm guessing he thought it was a Calumet 14. And Dusty Dan said Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series. Glass B was Doc Swinson 15 year.
Mm.
Trev gained 4 points for guessing the age
Trev.
as close as possible.
Wow.
And Dusty Dan gained 1 point for it being a Kentucky product. Neither of you guessed the bottle correctly, but Trev all of a sudden is making waves
Hey,
in the
Trev.
kiddie pool.
All of you are doubting me. Don't. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
I got like 6 votes.
Wait, let's check. Let's check.
I mean, people in the chat have been hating on me ever since this result started.
So far the results say 56% of the crowd, 66 votes say Jason will win. 32 votes, 27%, are for Trevor, the Bourbon Wrench, and 20 votes, only 17% for Dusty Dan.
Yeah, see?
Interesting how this works. Uncle Buck, what's Trev's punishment for getting less points than the first time? He didn't. He's gained more now. He's gained more. The first time he had zero samples and gained 1 point, which is pretty good.
I've already gotten more points. I'm happy. I'm where I want to be.
My mother is singing, so you know
Trevor,
that's
that was definitely a good guess on that age, though.
Yeah, that was a good man.
Yeah.
That was the age on that one was the only thing out of this whole shebang that I was confident about. I didn't know what it was, and I've never had a Calumet 14, so the fact that that's what I even guessed it was just total shenanigans. But
Moving on to Glass C. 532 people in chat, by the way. Thank you all so much for watching. Glass C, I asked you to nose it. And I told you that this product came from Kentucky. And I wanted to know what distillery in Kentucky produced this bourbon. Jason said Buffalo Trace. Dusty Dan said Jim Beam. And Trev Wilson really, he said he just threw up a random guess. But he really, really narrowed in on Lux Row.
Nice. Maybe.
For a random guess, Lux Row is pretty. I mean, it's a pretty. Let's see how it pays off for him.
Yeah, it might.
it's gonna be like so stupid.
I love you, Trev. You're the best. Pretty specific for a random guess, but I love you. I asked you to taste Glass C and tell me the secondary grain. Jason said it was a wheated bourbon. Trevor said this son of a bitch was rye powered. And Dusty Dan said this was a wheated bourbon.
You know what?
Don't talk. When I asked you what the bottle was, Jason said Boone County. Trev doubled down and just said Lux Row. And Dusty Dan said
Booker's.
Booker's.
Yeah.
Booker's Weeder?
Booker's
The
weed,
baby. He stayed on the same distillery though, Jim Beam.
Yeah. I actually agree. When I went back to it and tasted it, I thought it was maybe Jim Beam.
Yeah. It's not.
On the nose, Dusty Dan gained 2 points. On the palate, the only one to gain points was Trev saying it was a rye whiskey. You were drinking Knob Creek limited edition 15 year 100 proof.
Nice.
Oh, I hate that stuff.
Interesting.
What?
Moving on to Glass D, the one that's actually going to make or break everybody in this tasting round. I asked you to smell Glass D, and I asked you the simple question, is this a finished whiskey? Jason said, no, it's not. Trev said, Mm-hmm. It sure is. And Dusty Dan said, Trev sucks and is wrong. I also agree with Jason, and no, it's not. I asked you to taste Glass D, and I wanted to know the proof of this glass. Jason said 130. Trev said 113. Dusty Dan said 128. I asked you what you were drinking. Jason said 1792. Trev said Pfizer padding, which I'm guessing meant Pfeiffer Pavitt.
Yeah. that gosh dang autocorrect, man. It's drunk.
Pfizer padding. It's pretty good.
You know.
Well, he's in medical, so that makes sense, I guess.
My autocorrect had to correct your autocorrect, which was. And Dusty Dan said Old Forester single barrel.
Yeah.
What you were actually drinking tonight, and what I had to fish out of my garbage can earlier because I polished it off between the time I poured it and tonight, is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof Tennessee whiskey.
What?
Damn.
133.6 proof. So Jason got 2 points for the proof. He also got a point saying it was not finished whiskey. Dusty Dan got a point for saying it was not finished whiskey. So doing the math, Jason has 2, 3, 5 points total. Trev Wilson has 4 points for the proof guess on the old Doc Swinsons, and then a rye point for the secondary grain for 5 points. Dusty Dan has 1 point for the state of distillation for the Doc Swinson, 2 points for the distillery in Kentucky, 1 point for the Jack Daniel's not being a finished whiskey. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pfizer padding.
And then he guessed the New Riff single barrel rye was 114 proof when it was 111, which was the closest. Dusty Dan has 6 points. Trev has 5 and Jason has 5. Dusty Dan sneaks through by a point. A point, Dusty Dan.
I knew it, Dusty.
We called it.
We called it.
Wow.
Jason,
to be honest.
it came down to a guess between bourbon and rye for you with the new riff.
Yeah, that new riff rye is gonna haunt me because I went back to it. I'm like, fuck. I said bourbon, and I went back. I'm like, that's a fucking rye, and I just fucked myself.
Oh man! If you'd have said that was a rye, because that's what it came down to. I'm like, you guessed new riff single barrel, and I'm like, that's not enough. I need to know if he knows it's a bourbon or a rye.
Oh damn, man. Oh, yeah. I knew that was.
I'd like to thank the 10% of people who voted for me, though. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I knew that.
People went up since then.
The underdog always wins. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
Trev, you were the underdog. Let's face it.
No, I was not.
No, for the people who know, yes, you were. Dusty Dan's got a palate on him.
Yeah, he does.
Whatever, man. I'm sorry to upset you again. I was pretty confident on some of these that turned out to, once you tell the results, I can clear as day see it, but
Trev, we'll figure out a way for you to move to the next round. It's what we do.
So plot twist, I still have not received the samples.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Jason made me lose on FanDuel. Wait, I saw my favorite one. This is Mojo 88 Bassin Bourbon says Dusty won by a chest hair.
So This is what I get for
Gosh
always.
dang it! I
shitting
just
on
shaved
you.
my chest.
This is what I get
Why
for
would you
shitting
do
on
that?
you, Riff, all the time.
Brian Belkovac. Congrats, Dusty Dan. Suck it, Jason and Trev. Another awesome round, Matt. Let me say this. Moving forward in Matt Madness, the rules and the format might change for Matt and the rules. Just saying.
Oh Lord.
Be prepared. Be prepared, all you quarterfinalists. What you are accustomed to might come to an uprising of differentiation and challenges that you are unprepared for. Like, I have no idea, but just be prepared for that. Jeff Fox says, "New
Jason,
risks."
Trev, thank you guys for the competition, man. That was fun. I was not expecting to win, but thank you guys.
Oh yeah, by the way, Dusty Dan, let's see your victory speech. Go ahead now.
I'd like to thank the Academy, the 20% of voters who voted for me, didn't believe in my palate. I'm here to prove you wrong, and I'm here to win this entire thing. So that's what it's going to be.
Can we get a little? Can we get a little Macho Man?
Yeah. Let me tell you something, Matty. Yeah, huh? Flex on Hogan. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's the first time I've removed the winner.
You have to do it.
What's
have to do it.
everywhere? How is that possible? Sorry, Dusty, you're back. Wow, that's deep. It's a deep V. I'm gonna pour for my final dram of the evening a little bit of Pfizer padding. For Trev. That's a little Pfizer padding. And by the way, Bardstown Bourbon Company sent me a box of stuff for the winner of this tournament. It's got like baseball caps and face masks, which if you're vaccinated, you probably don't have to wear one anymore. But they still sent that. Face mask, a baseball cap, a flask, a friggin'
That's awesome, man.
what else? A decanter, a Bardstown Bourbon Company decanter. They send a bunch of cool stuff for the winner. So shout out to them for being cool and just supporting stuff like this, because not every company on the planet would support something like this. And I don't even know if like they're still on board with it, but they sent it a while back. That's for the winner. Oh man, Trev, are you disappointed?
No, absolutely not. I had fun. That's what this should be all about. It's having fun, and I had a total blast. So
I did. I agree.
Going back though, like I said, like you telling me this was Jack Daniel's barrel proof, clear as day. You know, in the midst of things, this thing is so drying on the palate. That's why I was like, that's good. That's finished.
And I wasn't even. I mean, I wasn't even close. But like, I love Jack.
No, Dan. Let's actually stop for a second and talk about how close Dusty Dan was to actually destroying everybody. He guessed that the 15-year Knob Creek was a Jim Beam product, but then he went Booker's.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like that's pretty close. You also guessed that the Jack Daniel's barrel proof was an Old Forester single barrel. I mean, that's as close as you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the same parent company. Like that's a pretty similar drink. So I don't know, Dusty Dan, you're a killer. You're going up against one of the Bourbon Blind folks. Is it Kyle? Is it Aaron? We don't know yet. But I'm assuming it's Kyle unless they're throwing a knuckleball at us and Aaron just shows up just riled up and ready to rock and roll.
She might.
Which could happen. It could happen for sure.
She might for sure.
What's 11-year, Jason?
This the Lagavulin.
Oh, you're going into the Scorch, huh?
I figured my palate's already fucked. Why not?
So it's funny because when I was tallying these scores, I saw Jason had 5 points, and then I scored Trev's, and I saw Trev had 5 points, and then I went to Dusty's score, and I saw Dusty. I was like, oh no, there's going to be a 3-way tie.
That would have been crazy.
The funny thing is, if there was a 3-way tie, we'd have to go to the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, how
Which
did the tiebreaker score?
So the tiebreaker was the proof of sample B,
Mm-hmm.
which was the Doc Swinson's.
Yeah.
Jason guessed 125. Trev guessed 98. Dusty guessed 123, but he sampled it, so I had to cancel him out. So if there was a 3-way tie, then Dusty Dan would have lost because he cheated, and Jason would have won.
Wow, so
Which is hilarious.
I guess the proof exactly on that one.
No, you were off by 5, so not quite exactly. It was 118.2.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Dan L says, "Congrats, Trev, on being the only competitor to lose twice. Love you."
Well, guess what? I'm the first place loser. Let's go.
Doug Finger Photography says, "Losers tournament? I don't know. You know what? I'm not saying this is a for sure thing, but what if I sent like 3 samples to every single loser, and then just like the winner of that got themselves a chance to go into the finals? That might be just a goofy ass thing to do. I don't know. That's just me talking randomly.
Shit.
Would you guys be in for that? Would that be fun? Trev, Jason?
That'd be fun.
Well, considering that I would win that, then yes, I'm all in.
That's just me trying to get Trev another shot. That's all. That's all. It is.
Like,
Third time's a charm, Trev.
Right?
Fucking new riff, man.
Man.
I mean, I could have beat you guys, but
This is what I get for shitting on new riff.
Amy Bowman says, "Much love, Trev. You're still the wrench. Congrats, Dusty Dan." Thanks, Amy, for the super chat. Man, this was a ton of fun. These have all been super close.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a blowout yet. They've all been really close, so kind of neat. So we have in the quarterfinals, Dusty Dan versus whoever Bourbon Blind pushes forward. Clifton from Bourbon Bites versus Perry from This Is My Bourbon Podcast. That's on the right side of the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
On the left side of the bracket is Bobby from I Whiskey, She Wines versus Cam from Drums and Drams. And then, geez Louise, it's Will from the podcast versus Dan from the Bourbon Junkies and Grease from the podcast, because I didn't have a tiebreaker built in for the first one when I should have. So idiot me. Got to put up with Grease again. But I think it'll be fine, and it'll be good. It'll be just fine. A Dirty Sock says the Jeopardy music is a tad loud. Turn down your speakers a tad bit.
Yeah.
I literally can't control how loud that is.
Perfect response.
People tell me that I speak too softly, and I'm like, I'm super sorry. But it's what I have to do. But A Dirty Sock, your name is reminiscent of all the laundry I have to do. So we're going to call it a night. Dan, thank you so much for coming in here and winning. Thank you for being a part of this. Are you ready for the quarterfinals, sir?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, good. Jason, so close, yet so far away. 1 point.
Yet so far, but it was a lot of fun, man. This is it was a good test. I appreciate you having me on, and yeah, man, just wish I did a little better there. But
well, you know what? Dusty's a sleeper, and
I told everybody on Wednesday that Dusty's no joke. We beware of the Dusty.
Trev, you tied Jason from Mash and Drum, so you should feel pretty happy with yourself.
Well, we are stepbrothers after all, so palates align.
All right. Well, thank you all for being a part of this. Next week is going to be probably an off week for me because I'm moving next Friday. If I do a live stream, it's going to be from a hotel. Who's to say if it's going to happen or not, but it won't be Matt Madness. Matt Madness will resume 2 weeks from tonight for the quarterfinals. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. This was Matt Madness. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on Dusty Dan, because my wife is attracted to him. And if I don't keep my mind on him, then he might just sneak into her DMs or other M's that I don't even know about with his sneaky, super sweet, sexy chest. Got my eyes on you, and for another round at least. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Big kisses.
Thanks, guys.
Hugs. Slaps on the
Big
asses
hugs.
if you accept them. Good night.